The other week, Awesome Kev came to me with a proposition. He wanted to do the 3 Peaks of Yorkshire challenge. The challenge is to walk and climb up the 3 mountains of Yorkshire in 12 hours or less. It's kind of like the 3 Peaks challenge, only 3 mountains next to each other rather than the 3 tallest mountains in Britain. Kev invited me along, so...
Alright, Jock, Grax the man here, Lark. I'm heading over to Orta on Ribbonsdale. That's right, because my friends and I are going to be doing the 3 Peaks challenge. Well, the 3 Peaks Yorkshire challenge.
We got on the train early in the morning and had a nutritious breakfast. Arriving at just before 7:30 AM, our challenge had officially started and Awesome Kev, Orta, Jose and myself made our way to the first mountain, Penny Ghent. Now, there is a cafe where people can check in to officially register themselves for this 3 Peaks challenge for the purpose of health and safety and to receive a certificate at the end. But we didn't bother with any of that nonsense.
This video is proof of us doing the challenge.
So, as I mentioned, the 4 of us made our way to Penny Ghent. For some, the initial hike was a bit of a shock to the system.
You've just got 3 more hills to go, guys.
But still we pushed on through the rocky path and the countryside. Fortunately, there was loads of people walking the 3 Peaks route that day, so there was no threat of getting lost. After an hour or so, we made it to the top.
Well, we made it up the first point of the 3 Peaks challenge, and yeah, that climb at the end was pretty steep.
Now that we had a taste of things to come, the 4 of us quickly pushed on to the second peak.
Penis Head!
Whernside! Through the clouds, we stomped through the bottom of Penny Ghent and started to walk across the boggy grasslands. And not so boggy grasslands. Some of us even found some extra buzz of energy to plough through.
Look out, Grax. You're gonna get mudded.
That's pretty deep.
Did I mention that it was pretty boggy where we were walking through? Now, at this point you might be wondering, so did you guys actually get to see the views? Did you stop to admire the sights and the beauty of the countryside and the mountains? No. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure they were very pretty to look at, and for people that were into that kind of thing, they would get a lot out of the views. But we were too busy focusing on completing the challenge and talking amongst ourselves.
Hey, are you enjoying yourself? That's the important thing.
I love waffle. I'm a favourite bed, but fucking strong. It's a shame we got no butter.
You don't need butter for it. It's sweet enough as it is.
Kidding?
Yeah.
That problem is that it's too sweet.
Yeah. But no one can go without 3 Peaks challenge without one of these handy dandy thumb bags. We're all dispensing needs.
They can walk through the pain.
Yeah, likewise for me.
I've done Everest, don't you know, audience?
Wow.
It's too...
Mate, he just wants a big bowl of dripping.
Yeah, give me some bread and dripping. Get back that. It's quite nice.
Yeah, right.
Scissors, painkillers, gel packs, handkerchiefs, mirror.
Any last words?
Yeah, drink good milk.
And here, 11 C's.
Truth be told, I'm actually really jealous he's got a bum bag. Or a fanny pack as the Yanks call them. I want one!
Once we reached the bottom of Whernside, we followed the path that led us to the top. The further we walked up, the more cloudy it became, the more windy it became, the harder the walking became for us. However, we made it to the top. 2 out of 3 completed.
Yeah! Reached the second point, and I feel heavy. Kev feels tired. But it's all good. We're at the second point and we're 5 hours and 20 minutes into it. 5 hours and 20 minutes into the challenge. I reckon we're gonna do this. Piece of cake.
It was lunchtime at this point, and god damn, we were hungry. When it's lunchtime, it's times to eat. "30 minutes rest and we set off to the final peak of Ingleborough. We stomped down the mountain. But by now our bodies were starting to fail us. Our joints were slowly getting stiff and sore, and blisters were beginning to become more obvious. Then there was the long walk to the base of Ingleborough. At this point I was really slowing down. My legs were aching at the hip joints and I could hardly walk forward. I was lagging far behind the rest of the ice. Once we reached the base, we were faced with almost a flat wall of a mountainside to climb up. Taking a moment, we psyched ourselves up, ready to climb up that slope like men.
I've had enough rest. Let's just go do it.
Point ahead.
Let's go and do it. Alright, let's do that. 10 minutes.
10.
And climbed it we did. We were all over that like crazed chimpanzees, all drugged up in wine and Prozac. We felt no pain and we shot up the mountainside.
10 minutes? More like 10 seconds, give or take. That was a piece of piss. It's much easier when you use your hands to climb. And we just got to go up that. And we're there.
I'm not even breathing.
More. Stupid fog. Well, clouds.
So we climbed up. And up. And up. Walking through the clouds, we reached the final point.
Which means we're all done it! Yeah! All we need to do now is get back to the starting point and we're done. 3 hours to get back. Piece of cake.
At least I thought it was going to be a piece of cake. What I didn't know was that the final stretch back to the starting point goes on for what feels like forever. And the checkpoints do nothing to help you at all. I was sore. Orta and I were falling far behind. Orta was feeling a lot worse than I was because of the blisters and aching feet that he had at the start of the challenge. He didn't even feel like talking anymore. Time was starting to run out and I was beginning to fear that we would not complete the challenge. With 1 more mile to walk and 1 more hour left to go until the time ran out, Orta came up with a desperate plan.
We're in the last half a mile. Our bodies don't work properly and we're jogging. Also, why are we jogging? We've got an hour left to go until we reach the 12-hour mark. We're gonna do it, man, but Jesus, man, it must be crazy.
This crazy plan worked.
6:32. We arrived there in time. Well, we completed the challenge. 11 hours. Fucking tired. That last stretch was just destroying because it just never ever ends. Also, our legs didn't really work, and I decided to jog at the end. My blisters quadrupled in size, and I don't want to play anymore. I'm done. But still, that's pretty awesome.
Everyone was taking over us.
I don't understand how everyone was taking over us, and they all probably started later than us as well, which is so crazy. Yeah. It was like saying, well, what time did you guys start? Oh, about 8:30, 10 o'clock, and they were overtaking us. Just like storming ahead. No, I believe you. You did exactly the same thing you did before, where you just stormed on ahead in the zone, trying to ignore the pain. I was thinking, oh, you must be hurting at that point. How about you, Jose? How's it go?
Yeah, well,
Us three race guys are bitching, and you're just like, yeah, it's okay. It's not the end. No problem, man.
On Saturday, the 4th of June 2011, Grax, Awesome Kev, Orta, and Jose completed the Three Peaks of Yorkshire challenge in 11 hours. Right, that's a pretty good warm up. I think we're ready for the Three Peaks challenge now.